Hi everyone. Today I'll be showing you how you can perform basic Git operations like commit, push, switch to a different branch, etc. using shortcuts in VS Code instead of running the actual Git commands. So I have a GitHub repository that I've cloned and opened in VS Code, and you can see that I'm on the master branch now. So at first, usually what we do is switch to a branch that we are currently working on. So mostly for whatever I'm showing today, we'll be using two of the options. So one is here, the source control tab, and the other ones are the bottom left icons here. So even if you don't see this icon, it's okay. You can just right click on this panel and make sure that source control is enabled. And if you enable this, you will see the source control icon here. So now I'll try switching to a new branch. So it's always better to best to sync your local and remote repository before you start working. So how you can do that is clicking on this button. So this one will sync the changes between your local and your remote repository. So I'll sync my changes first. Okay, so once it's done, you can click on the icon here. So this one will have a list of all the branches that you have, and you can switch between them. So I want to switch to this new patch branch, so I'll just click on it. Yeah, so you can see that I switched to a new branch. Here also it will change the branch name. So I'll make some changes in the README file so that we can see how we can push the changes. Okay, so immediately as soon as I make changes to any file, VS Code will show that you've changed one file and it's not committed yet. If you want to see what changes you made to a file, you can always click on this small M icon here and see what changes you've made in a current file. And if you want to commit or push this changes, you can do it from here itself. So here you can see a message box. So this is equivalent to what you write like in the git commit -m within coach you'll give a commit message, right? So this message box is the equivalent of the commit message you gave in the command line. So I can type in a command. So edit your content in README. And you can either choose to only commit or directly commit and push. So that you can do from here. So the default option is just to commit. If you want to directly commit and push or commit and sync to your remote repository, you can do that as well. So for now, I'll do it step by step. So I'm only choosing to commit. Okay, so now my changes have been like added to the commit. I can verify that. Yeah, all my changes are committed now, and I just have to push my changes to my remote repository. So for that, I can click on this icon here, or I can use this one to sync my repositories. So I'll just click on this button here. Okay, so now I've showed you how you can switch between branches, how to commit and how to push. So let's just go verify that in the GitHub portal. Okay, so yeah, so whatever I added in my local and pushed, so it's I can see it on my remote repository. So what if someone makes changes and you want to sync them back to your repository? For that, I'll make some changes directly in my repository here and commit to this branch. Okay, so now I have to pull changes from my remote repository. So for that, you can click on this icon here. So this one, what it does is it'll scan what files you have in your local and what changes have been made in the remote repository and sync the changes. So yeah, so it's the syncing is done. I can see the new content here. So this one is equivalent to doing a git pull. So this is what I wanted to show, and also there are like lot more options that you can do from here. So these are like most basic uh, commands that we generally use. So the other ones are like if you want to stash or create a new branch, rebase a branch, all that also you can do it directly using shortcuts instead of running the commands. So all that commands you can see here, like everything will be under the source control tab only. So here, if you go over here, you can click on the three dots and you can see all the options available. So yeah, so that is all that I wanted to show you today. Follow me for more content.